Hello and welcome back to episode 18 of our Rimworld playthrough on the tundra. A couple of things right off the bat. I was mentioned in the comments, I didn't even look at this statue when I installed it, but this is an awful statue. And so I need to get rid of that. And we'll work on getting better statues because it is not helping the beauty. It has -5, which is not great. The other thing is, despite being a generally vanilla playthrough with this particular one, I had one request for a mod that I thought was reasonable because it doesn't actually change anything, and you'll notice it now also has negative Fahrenheit as well as Celsius. Once you're in the 30s though, it's almost the same number, but definitely for the positive numbers, it's a big difference. So for you Americans that have been watching and are like, I have no frame of reference, that's for you. So you're welcome. Yeah, lots of things on the list. Power is definitely better. Food is tight though. We were given a beautiful delivery of packaged meals. We do have a whole bunch of potatoes that are going to be ready to go here, which is nice. I think I could also consider taking some of my smoke leaf and converting that into another crop of food. And I think I can also even think about expanding the farm, maybe making like another little area here. I might need additional power, but we do have the ability to expand our power quite easily due to the steam geyser in our farm area. So that is on the menu. I think I'm also going to move this up here, and I might just expand this a little bit and make a more complete kitchen area. But that is for that to happen. Let's take a look at what's going on. So we have our dedicated researcher. We have quite a few people that can cook and clean. I don't want you, and you won't do it anyways, hunting. I think the children should generally focus on doing children things, and I really only have one person who can do childcare. I have multiple people that can mine now, and I think Kriegsman is going to be our primary person who is going to be mining. I think we're at the point where Drunken Cat, we can really lower the priority on some of these things. And I would like you to generally focus on the child caring because you're the only moderately responsible colonist, and you're good at most things, which is great. But you're actually there's nothing for you to do right now. So if that is the case, let's take a look. We could make additional slate blocks. I just think having more blocks kicking around is fine. We have so much limestone as well. We do have, I don't know why that, like, why aren't you, you're wandering. Oh, I think it's because I moved this. This is the problem. Yes. Gradient radius. Beautiful. There we go. Now we can do that. I filled up all my storage areas with sandstone chunks, and then I did not let anyone access them. So that is a small failure on my part once again. I think we can actually get rid of this dumping stockpile for now, and hopefully this will get picked up relatively quickly. I also should probably focus on replacing a lot of my beds because I have a lot of stone beds. Slate, wooden, sandstone, steel. Steel's okay, but it's not a great bed. Could remake that. For now, let's just get a couple of wooden beds. We'll just start replacing beds. Well done, llama. Oh, you've botched your own. I should probably not be making this in the dark, but we've made it a normal bed. Congratulations. You don't need your old one anymore. Now, in terms of this little area, I think this is going to become an official, proper, enclosed kitchen. And that will be fine. You know what? We could actually just cancel this for now, and then that will be a doorway. Reinstall that there, and we're just gonna close it off. Because, oh, we have a raid. That is fun. They're attacking immediately. Oh, they're dropping in. Well, let's get all the combatants ready to go. Yeah, we want everybody over this way. So we have a club and a knife. And we have a knife and a knife. Excellent. This is fine. I think obviously a next steps for us is going to be making a proper base defense area. Right now we don't have much. Yeah, just have the children learning up here while our base is assaulted. No problem. Okay. I think we just get everybody outside and we battle them in the field with zero cover. I think that's fine. Hey, I'm over here. Come to me. Beautiful. Okay. Excellent work. They are fast. And we've done it. In terms of who you are very good at social, but you're incapable of caring, which means you can't be a child. Okay, you almost became our teacher, but you do not care. So that sucks for you. Now we have another group approaching. We're going to reposition ourselves. We might consider backing up a little bit more. Are they going to come? I think they're on their way. Where are you going? Where are you going? Excellent. Don't shoot Edgar, please. Thank you. Okay. And I suppose you can all have fun getting some shooting experience. That is a lot of drugs. I do not approve. We do not need that in the colony. We don't have a place to capture prisoners. We need to make a dedicated prison. That is something to consider as well. I suppose we could make this, for now, a tiny prison. We could close these doors and make this a tiny prison. It will mean people are going to be going through an awkward route, but that's fine. Don't shoot Edgar. Yeah, just leave him be. Leave him be. You have work to do, all of you. Capture. Well done. Crisis averted. We're starting to get slightly more dangerous raids, but that wasn't too bad. This is some good experience for a drunken cat as well. This medical emergency, just apply pressure, slap the wounds closed, and now we can have an execution, which always boosts morale, makes everybody feel great. because apparently we are just into that. Oh, we can't have one. We've had one too recently. Well, in terms of prisoner then, I mean, we could just execute them regularly, or we can release them. I really don't want another mouth to feed, so I think we're just gonna get rid of them. I forgot that Kriegsman doesn't even have a bed. It's just like a spot there on the ground. So that's not ideal. Oh, look at you. We're letting the 7-year-old make breakfast. I also forgot that the 7-year-old has a shotgun and can and perhaps should be recruited for that. We're dangerously low on food. We did get a big harvest of potatoes though. So, and Polar is quickly replenishing them. Well, we're not dangerously low on food. Look at this. It's just we're not storing the food yet, and we don't have a lot of meals. I think we're gonna be just fine now. There was a brief moment where I did not have. I'm gonna kind of close this off, which makes our pathing awkward, but I don't want that to be that way for now. In terms of the floor in our kitchen, I think we could just sort of like slate tile. Now this is not ideal. I think this butchering spot could really be somewhere better. I'm gonna put it over here. I don't even know. I'm just gonna not down there. Butcher spot is just not in a good spot at all. Really, I don't want it in the kitchen area, but I also don't really want it here. And this eventually is going to block off everything, so I don't want anything down here either. I can make an expansion, but I do want the butchering spot close to the door. They also don't want people to be like traveling with corpses all over the place. We'll worry about butchering for another time. I think it might be an interesting idea just to put it up in here and then have another door. So they can just come in, butcher, and then like if the corpses go bad, we just chuck them in the furnace. I think there's an opportunity to do something with that. What I'm trying to do, which I did a very bad job of explaining, is I do want some pathways happening here, partially and mostly to just avoid tracking dirt everywhere. So I think what we're gonna do something like this, and then we're gonna do the limestone around it. I think that'll look cool, and this will also give our colonists something to do in the winter when they can't really be outside anyways. So this is going to add a lot of wealth to our colony, and this is where we start getting into some serious raids. So with that said, I also could consider making, like I've mentioned a few times, a proper defense. One thing I kind of like doing is making little bunkers where I can have people sort of posted up. I might do something. I don't know exactly what I want to do. I'll think of something, but I kind of like the idea of maybe something like this. Oops, I did not mean to do it that way. And then what we can do is we can put sandbags in them, and then they can like actually go completely behind cover, and then they have the sandbags to slow people down. And then what we can also do is eventually we can change this up a little bit, but that'll be fine. That'll be sufficient for kind of blocking off this corner of the base. I might also do something up here, and we are also probably going to dig up these graves and cremate some people. Why can't you leave? Is it because you're incapable of walking? Yeah. So that's great. We probably should not have captured this person. I think it just adds to our problems. But we are sufficiently stocked with food for now, and hopefully these will regrow, and then we do have another big harvest coming in. We also have hydroponics, so we can look at building a couple hydroponics beds, which would be great. Now we have so many things to consider. We could go xenogenetics. We could start doing some fun gene things, and we could make our own super beings, which could be cool. I could also get blowback operations and get gun turrets, though. I think that would also be a really good strategy, is to make some gun turrets, because we're on the tundra, it's very cold, and I don't like having to have all my people outside. I can just have some gun turrets outside. And I think that is also a reasonable way of doing things. I do like this sort of compound I'm building, and I think I am going to continue in this style of everything that I build is going to be attached to the existing compound in some way. I don't want to necessarily make like a whole new structure first. I'm going to just work on like building up hallways and things. And I think I do need to consider making a hallway or expanding a hallway. I did sort of cap this end here, but I think in terms of a living space, I might make this into hallway that goes this way. So I might make a hallway here. We can kind of wall this off, make a door here. This will be a really tiny, crappy bedroom for now, but eventually it will, I mean, eventually we can change this. And we'll have additional bedrooms over here. We'll kind of just keep building up, and we will need to add more heaters to kind of keep everything evenly heated as we go. But I don't like just capping it off my room here, because I need more spots. I need more places for people to live. Could also do something similar up here with a hallway. I was thinking of closing this off and then adding a longer hall here, and this could be like a storage room. And then we could do more like apartments up here. So I do like it where we're mostly central to sort of this dining room area. Speaking of which, if I do make this a storage area, I can get all these shelves out of here and make this a much nicer dining room. And I think that is worth it. So yeah, we'll just keep that plan going. In terms of our food situation, we do have a lot of potatoes. We've put 37 meals worth of potatoes with a whole big haul on the way. It's not quite at the part where I would like to make fine vegetarian meals, but I may consider sending a crew down and we might do some manual hunting. Very cold. These folks are all right near the edge. Get them. Beautiful. So this one is going to die soon as well, so we'll just hunt it. Everybody else, just have fun. Do what you need. Fill your needs. You're very hungry. Drunken Cat, you didn't bring a meal. Everybody else brought a meal outside. We have a major break risk because you're so hungry. Just go eat. Stop having major break risks. There you go. Look at you're all of a sudden you're fine. I know you are cold. It is not warm in the bedrooms. Not warm anywhere because it's just so freaking cold outside. probably should not allow anyone to go outside for a little while. But now that we've sent everyone out, we have all these elks we've harvested, we can actually make fine meals, which is going to really increase our happiness. I think for the sake of efficiency and just my own desires here, I am just gonna do the bad thing. Okay, Luna, well done. We're gonna put the butchering table in here. It's not ideal, it's a little bit too close to the kitchen, but we don't butcher very often, and we just need to really make sure we clean the floors before we make anything, and then we'll be fine. And I think we do have enough colonists now that we can manage with that. I do need a little bit more slate because all my slate floors are... Oh no. Oh no. That is a pack. Luna's outside. Oh boy, and they are attacking immediately. You know what? We're gonna leave it on a cliffhanger. It's about time to wrap up the episode, so we're gonna leave episode 18 right here, and we will see if Luna can manage to get back and everybody else get out in time, and we'll see if I can survive this raid in the next episode. That's fun. In the next one.